Hello, I'm Jacob Stewart Brown from CUTV, and we are here at Cardiff Arms Park for the return of the Cardiff Clash, the annual gathering between Cardiff and Cardiff Met for what is going to be an exhilarating night of rugby. Cardiff finished 6th place at the end of the last season, up from 7th the season before. So let's see if they can continue their upward streak this year. The fans are piling in, the atmosphere is building. We'll see you at half-time.
And that was us off again for the Cardiff Clash at the Arms Park. Cardiff Met versus Cardiff University. Cardiff University coming in as underdogs started the match fast with a lovely chip and chase from Amelia Hetherington, who nearly scored part of the number of chances Cardiff had in the early stages. However, despite that early pressure, Cardiff Met were the ones to capitalise, with Elizabeth Cook crashing through and darting down to score Cardiff Met's first try. Cardiff Met proved too strong, scored through captain Jess Rogers. Tries from Sharon Jones and Erica Kissinger were shortly followed after. Just before the 30-minute mark, Katie Bevins would burst through Cardiff University's defence and dot down for Cardiff Met's 5th try, which was shortly after converted by Freya Bell. Cardiff University looked like they were about to get back into the game as Fionn James intercepted the ball and tried to run the length of the pitch. However, she was hauled down by a Cardiff Met defender and Cardiff Met would hold on to finish the half.
It is half-time here at the women's game for the Cardiff Clash, where the score stands 33-0 to Cardiff Met. Despite some opportunities to gain the advantage, Cardiff have experienced some slip-ups and Cardiff Met is leading them significantly. However, could things change in the second half, or is this looking to be a Cardiff Met sweep? There's only one way to find out.
10 minutes after half-time, Cardiff Met were on the attack again and kicked the ball downfield. Unfortunately, a Cardiff University backfield player fumbled the ball, capitalised to score. Freya Bell would add the extras to make the score Cardiff Met 40, Cardiff Uni 0. The Cardiff Met power game was then in full flow and they forced a penalty try through a strong driving run. Then it was the turn of Cardiff Met's outside centre Hannah Lane, who burst through and scored. Her try was converted by Freya Bell and the score was Cardiff Met 54, Cardiff Uni 0. Cardiff Met added another just 8 minutes before the end for Elizabeth Cook, who scored her second try of the game after an imperious performance. Freya Bell was unable to convert, but Cardiff Met would win the game 59 points to 0.
Well, it's full time and it ends in defeat for Cardiff Uni women's team. I'm here with the head coach, Nick Evans. Nick, how did you feel after that game?
Of course, we're disappointed with the scoreline, but it doesn't reflect the effort, the grit the girls had. We went 24 minutes, and I think we went down 12-0. So if you think about the first 16 minutes, they didn't score, we were in the game. We spent a significant amount of time in their 22, and what I am disappointed is we didn't put points on when we're in the 22. So I think the scoreline could have looked a lot different. They also scored very quickly off our errors. So we've got a few things to go back to the drawing board, but I think we've got things we can be really proud of as well.
Speaking about that effort, that was absolutely there to show throughout the whole game. There's a real battle, and the territory was sort of fairly similar, especially in that second half. But you're talking about taking charge of the chances you have in the 22, and I saw an interview of you sort of speaking about that before the season. Where do you think you can work on that and really start to put more points on the board and put real pressure on these sides?
Absolutely. I think it's about us in training, being more clinical, practicing in their 22, practicing scoring tries. That's a really important part of the game. So I think we just need to get out of just playing rugby and feeling really white line fever. So it's about getting that into our training sessions.
And how's the pre-season for the girls? I'm sure it was a very, very long pre-season heading up to this moment. How do you feel like they're feeling sort of heading into this third season in the WL now?
So for us, I think we had an 8-week pre-season, and if I'm honest, I think it would have been great to have just a few more numbers down in there. Some freshers have come in and they've added to the team, which is great. But also, we had a really successful twos last season, so to see some of them graduate up to the ones is really brilliant. It demonstrates the pathway is working within the club, so real positives.
Absolutely, and it was an improved finish for you last season. What would you say is your aspirations for this season? Sort of finishing 6th last year. Are you sort of aiming to sort of consolidate your position or sort of move up?
Of course, we'd like to move up. There's a couple of wins that I think we let fall away from us last season. So I think we're going to target certain games and try and really go for those wins and not just be happy with being within a score, etc. So we've got targeted games, so we'll see how we go.
I'm here with Cardiff Uni Women's players Gabriella Della Savina and Eva Lewis, captain and vice captain here. Girls, how are you feeling after that defeat? Tough game as always against Cardiff Met. They're a really top side, but how did you enjoy today in terms of being at the Arms Park? And
yeah, obviously it's our first fixture on the WBSI. It's always a tough one. Our first runs out as captain and vice captain. We had loads of debuts today, and I just think that this is only the start. We can only go up from here. We haven't played that long together, but we enjoyed it, and we've got loads of fans here. They're having a good time. So I think also we had so many positives to draw from it. We were in there 22 for a lot, and it's just we have to come away now and think, how can we put points on them coming back in Christmas? We've got so much to work on, and I think it was there were a lot of positives that we've taken from it.
Yeah, well, that was something your coach was saying as well, in terms of being more clinical in that 22, getting more points, and sort of really pushing these really sides that are, like Cardiff Met are really top teams. how is the group feeling in terms of after the pre-season, first game of the season, or were they sort of aspirations for this season?
Yeah, I mean, we're just building and building. We've got loads of new players coming in, loads of really exciting freshers, and we're just getting them down to training, getting our game plan on there, and just, we're showing up every week working hard.
I back what Gabby said. I think it's just like, working on things that we can control in the game, how, like, worrying less about them and actually what we can do. We come back, we go to the gym, we train, and, we work on our fitness, and in Christmas I can see massive improvements coming.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, girls, and all the best for the season.